Hey everybody, Antonio Thornton here with another daily reminder for you. And today's daily reminder is you are not alone. I am here with you. Oh, wait a minute. Is he trying it again? Does he actually think he can sing? What is he doing, ladies and gentlemen? Is he high? Is he high? No, y'all remember what is that? I don't want you. You can't even sing. You remember that Richard Pryor? I don't know, that was years ago. Well, anyway, funny to me. So yeah, today's daily reminder is you are not alone. So one of the businesses I am partnered in teaches coaches how to build six-figure communities around their businesses. And one of the things I was teaching yesterday was the idea that most people feel alone. They feel like they're the only person going through a thing. They feel like they're the only person who can't get through it. They feel like they're the only person, the only person. It's just them. They're not smart enough. They're not good enough. They're not worthy enough. They don't have what it takes. They're not this, they're not that. But it makes them feel alone. I'm the only person that's dealing with this. And that's what it actually makes the problem or the challenge that you're dealing with feel even more crushing because you're experiencing a thing, but then you think you're going through it by yourself. You believe that you're the only person who's dealing with this for whatever reasons or deficiencies that may be occurring in your life. You believe you're the only person dealing with it, when that could not be further from the truth. Because 99.99999% of the time, if you're experiencing something, someone has experienced something very similar to what you've experienced. And you're not alone. You are not alone. There have been billions of people who've been on this planet, and you're not so whatever, fill in the blank, stupid, ugly, whatever, not good enough, not smart enough, not fill in the blank. You're not so blank that no one else has experienced whatever it is you're experiencing or whatever it is you're going through. You're not alone. And this goes for a lot of different aspects of your life. One of the things I talked about is something I don't talk a whole lot about publicly, but I do from time to time. I actually was diagnosed, self diagnosed with a neurological condition called misophonia. Now, this had been plaguing me my entire life. I thought I was weird, and I probably am. I thought I was, this anomaly, etc., that I was the only person dealing with this issue. What is misophonia, you ask? Well, misophonia is, just to create a quick synopsis, it is the aversion to certain sounds. It's just the aversion to certain sounds. Some people who are dealing with misophonia, well, let me just say it differently. There are varying levels of misophonia. I have what I would consider a very light version of it. Things are irritating to me that may not be irritating to other people. For example, eating on the phone. If you've ever spoken on the phone with me and started eating, I will promptly get off the phone. I just can't deal with that. Another thing that's really irritating to me are that little nervous clicking thing that people do with pens. It's another thing that is irritating to me. And like I said, I have a light version, if you want to call it, and it just becomes irritating. There are others who suffer from it more severely than I do. There are those who actually have a physical reaction to certain sounds. and they some that have deep emotional reactions to certain sounds. But here's the deal: misophonia is a thing. It is a thing. And there's a huge Facebook group for misophonia people. So if you happen to be dealing with one, I think I remember reading it's 1 in 1,000 people or something. No, was it 1 in 1,000? Maybe 1 in 10,000, something like that, if I'm not mistaken. It's not like very popular, but it's also not extremely rare either. And the reason why I mention this is because a few things. There are those who are dealing with misophonia and don't even realize they have it. They don't even realize they have it. They just get through life and they just manage it the best way they can. And like I said, there's some people who have a severe case of it, that their lives have been impacted. They've lost jobs, they've lost relationships, they've lost health, they've lost sleep, because they're dealing with it on a more severe level than I am. Now, what's the purpose of me telling you about my misophonia escapades? Well, I'm not alone. I'm not alone. For years, decades, I thought I was a weirdo. For decades, I thought something was wrong with me. Nobody else seems to have this issue but me. But I didn't know. And thanks to ye old internet and the Facebook, I found there are others, tens of thousands of others, who are also dealing with the same thing. And that's what we were teaching in our community training. But I say that to say this to you: you are not alone. I am here with you. And that is a part of what these daily reminders are for, is to let you know that you're not alone. You know, a lot of times, people feel that when they see folks on the internet, their lives are perfect. No, they're not. Mine isn't perfect, not by any means. Nowhere close. And you're not alone. If you're feeling any kind of way about what's going on in your life, if you're dealing with a thing, if you've got something that you're going through, you're not alone. And if you can't or haven't found anyone else who's dealing with your same thing, it's because you haven't looked. You haven't looked. It's just that simple. You haven't looked. Now, there may or may not be a Facebook group. There probably is, because there's 270 million Facebook groups. Ask me how I know that. But yeah, there's 270 million Facebook groups, and it's very likely that there are other people who are experiencing whatever you may be experiencing in your life. And knowing that you're not alone, first of all, releases the burden from you. It releases burden from you, from thinking that there's something wrong with you. There's something weird with you. You are an anomaly or an outlier, because you're not. You're not. There are other people who are going through the same thing. And because there are other people who are going through the same thing, now you have the opportunity to glean from their experiences and get support in going through what you're going through. What a wonderful revelation, to not have to sit thinking that you are the only person dealing with a thing. You're not alone. So that's it for today's daily reminder. And I'll tell you another place where you're not alone. You're not alone if you want to like this video. There are others who want to like it. There are others who want and need this information. You're not alone. So share it. Share it with them. Share it with them. You don't want to learn this stuff alone, do you? Why would you want to just keep all this great knowledge to yourself? Share it with others. You're not alone. There are other people with you. All right. Share this information. I know I always find some weird way to tie that into liking and commenting. It doesn't seem to work, but it's fun, at least. That's it for today's daily reminder, guys. Appreciate you all as always, and we'll be talking.